Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to the medieval soap opera that is Crusader Kings 2 with the Johannsons. Keeping up with the Johannsons, that's what we should call this series. Forget the Rogue Viking. Keeping up with the Johannsons, because boy, it needs some keeping up with. The amount of twists, turns, murders. It's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff. So, as we left off in the last session, we'd finished setting our rule up. We were preparing the armies to take care of the wars that we've inherited as a result of taking the throne. And then word reached our ear that our son was married, for a start, to a lesbian spinster woman. His first moment of madness, and they call his mother a lunatic. The second piece of news, far more grave, was that he was plotting to kill us. Now, as a man who has killed his own father, this is something that's not to be taken lightly. Not to be taken lightly at all, because he doesn't want the same thing to happen to him. And now that this has reached him, somebody suggested in the last comment section of the last video that perhaps he might not be aware. Maybe somebody, if we're aware of it as a player, he's aware of it. As much as it might be quite fun to let it ride and see what happens. But no, he's been made aware. His spy master, his wife that he loves dearly, Senrad's mother, has let us know. Sad times indeed, sad times. We're arbitrary, we're cruel, and we're wrathful, and we have a fear of being killed by our son, which means we're going to take action here. We can't let this slide. Now, we couldn't ask him to end his plot, but no. No. We can't let the eldest born get away with this. And so, as much as it's going to be painful, he's going to be dealt with in the only way that he can be. For if we do anything to him, it's not going to go down too well with the old family. And the vassals, really. Kinslayer, they will call us. And we could do without any hitches as we're trying to consolidate our reign here as king. Banishment, not an option. Release, certainly not. Ransom, he can't afford it. So there's only one option available to us. He needs to disappear without a trace. And so we send forth our guards to imprison him. He's locked away in our cells, probably thinking to himself, oh, after we've been talked to sternly and after our fathers give us a dressing down, we'll beg for forgiveness and all will be well. We'll hold our hands up as a moment of madness. We'll blame our wife. Yeah, our new wife. She had. Yeah. Well. Unfortunately for him, he's never going to see the light of day again. Because the only way to get rid of him, without causing too much of a scene, is to ensure that he passes away in our cells. Because he ain't going out. It's too much of a risk. And he's played his hand. And unfortunately, that hand was a losing hand. And as I said, as much as it's painful, sometimes you've got to be cruel to be kind. So, no goodbyes, no waving him off, mother dear. He is no longer our son. He's going into the oubliette. He's already stressed. Or is he depressed? No, he's depressed. Well, you're definitely going to be depressed now, my friend, because you're going to be in a black hole for the rest of your days. Hopefully that will expedite his death. He'll die in our cells. Nobody will bat an eye. Hey, after a couple of years, people will forget who he was. And then our next son shall take the reins, which means for now we better make sure that he grows up to be a damn good lad, because he's going to carry the burden of this family going forward. Unless we die before Senrad the third dies, because then he'll come to power whilst in the cells, in the black hole, which would be kind of humorous. But anyway, so yes, he's thrown in a black hole, he's rotting, and he's going to just stay there. A swift death, too quick, and it would cause a scene. Slow and painful death in a black hole, yeah, plenty of time to think about what you've done. But unfortunately, nobody's going to hear your screams. So that's our son dealt with. We've had a bit of counsel from those most learned and more wise perhaps in certain matters than we are. So before we continue on, I will just highlight a slight U-turn. Our brother, he doesn't like us very much. He's a pretender, he's ambitious, but he's a very virtuous man, and he's in Wales and he's not got a lot of land. How much damage can he really do? That's what we were told. Now, to get to the duchy, we have to kill him, and we have to kill 2 of his children. That in itself, fine, that would only get us into the election as both an elector and a candidate. And even then we're going to have to do further work. It's a lot of hoops to jump through, a lot of steps to take. But I want to take him, says Senrid. Just hear me out. Just hear me out here. If by chance one of these murders goes horribly wrong and your hand is shown, then that's going to really not go down well with your family, and it's not really going to go down well with your vassals. And you're in consolidation right now. You can't afford a major slip like that, because hell, your reign could be in jeopardy. Do you really want that? Not really. Okay. So he's not done anything to us, so there's no reason to be wrathful against him. He's got something that we want, but other than that, fine. Being found to be a kinslayer due to a murder going awry would be quite the issue, and so it's very risky killing 3 people in a row. 3 members of your own family. One of these could go wrong. We could just kill him and get a child on the throne and weaken the position, but ultimately it'll be serving no purpose. It's serving no purpose. So we're going to do a U-turn, and in a strange situation for Senrid, who is quite, brazen. He knows what he wants, he goes and gets it. He's going to actually show a bit more of that temperate side, and he's going to abandon this plot, and he's going to find a different way to get to Wales when it presents itself. But for now, it's very risky, and we're in consolidation mode right now. So one last thing, he is a slight problem, because he doesn't like us very much, but hey ho. He also doesn't like us very much. Prince Aldrich of England, another ambitious type. My father liked to make his sons ambitious, just so that we could all be at each other's throats. He's a zealous man as well. Craven, not going to do too much on the battlefield. He's not married. He's not been married for a long, long time. Yeah, what are we going to do with a brother that doesn't like us, that could cause us grief in the future? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to send him to their monastery. That's exactly what we are going to do. Send you to the monastery. Goodbye, adios, do not cause me any more problems. He's never caused the problem, but he may do. So goodbye to him. We could have married him off strategically, but no. We want to make sure that there's nobody out there that's going to cause us to slip on a banana skin. So those that don't like us have been cast aside. Apart from him. But look at him. He's not got a scheming bone in his body. He's Mr. Virtuous. He wouldn't dare do anything, surely. So that's the housekeeping for today. Oh, it's not. Bear with me. We are king now. We want entertainment. Oh, yes, we do. We want entertainment because it's going to be very busy. And it's going to be very stressful ruling, and we need some light relief. So, we want a court dwarf. Yes, that's exactly what we want. We want a court dwarf, and there she is, look, Jagoda. Sounds like a dwarf's name to me. She sounds like a dwarf. Jagoda. A dwarf. She's got some virtues. She's a cruel dwarf. You like cruel. Trusting, brave, groomed, whatever. She's sociable. She needs to be sociable because she needs to make people laugh. So she's a semi-sociable dwarven woman called Jagoda. Come forth to me court. Come forth and entertain the masses. Oh yes. So come forth, court dwarf. Very good. Okay. Let's let the time start ticking, and let's get these wars dealt with. Once these are dealt with, we can make our plans as to what we want to do next. Blessings, indeed blessings, Jagoda, welcome, and I'm going to bestow upon you an honorary title of the Court Dwarf. She's going to love it, she's going to love it, absolutely flipping love it. Right, we're not leading this fight, it's not really our cup of tea. It's not important enough for us to get involved with. So we're just testing a couple of the new commanders out. Good old Otkar and Chrysogonos. Well pronounced, Senrad, well pronounced. They are going to take the helm and they're going to deal with these situations one by one. Whilst we continue to maintain order here, ensure that our vassals remain in check, and we switch to a little bit of political wrangling as the war is in full swing. We seem to have lost the sound effects. Somebody told me I'm arbitrary, and I wish to change that. I'm not arbitrary. I believe in justice. Hence why I threw my son in a black hole. I could have killed him. I didn't. I could have banished him. Didn't do that either. I rightfully arrested him and threw him in prison. Arbitrary? No. Not at all. Young Eidgifu, who is a courtier of ours, has finished her education in the ways of intrigue. She has attained nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge. Who the hell is she? Who are you? Eidgifu of Leeds, 14 diplomacy and martial, 10 stewardship, 20 intrigue and 15 learning, 29 battle ability. She's attractive, she's quick, she's shrewd, she's temperate, she's patient. She would be a wife almost perfect for flipping Johann the First. She's who is she? Oh my god, she's the daughter of... Wasn't she one of Senrad's pig... He liked pigtails, right? Our father liked pigtails. He slept with her. This could be my bastard sister, you know. This could be my bastard sister. Yeah, I think she could be. I think she is. I think she's our bastard sister. I think there's a way to check because we didn't legitimise some bastard children. I remember taking that option. So I think she's our bastard sister. Really do. She's not half bad. It would make sense. But of course, with her being a bastard sister, I don't think we can marry to any of our sort of kids. That's a little bit too close for comfort. And she's not really going to be suitable for an office. But it seems like a waste to have her rotting in the court. She needs to be put to use somehow. Stats like that? Bloody on fire. Okay. Okay. That's not too shabby at all. Now where was I? Yes, political intrigues abound because we, my friends, want to change a law. We want to force those dastardly nobles to give us more of their troops. Oh no, please. Please, what is happening now? Okay, Yordale's died. Yordale's died. New Yordale person. Right, okay. Increase council power. Johann is fabricating a claim on the duchy of his wife. You seek to take the duchy from your own wife? I'm impressed. Sendra's impressed. It's something he'd do. Right, who is rightful imprisonment? It would make him a very powerful vassal because he'd have now 4 duchies. Come on. Come on now. He would end the plot if we asked him. Do we want him to actually get another duchy? No. As much as I find this quite humorous, we have slept with her. If we let this slide and she knows that we're aware, will she blab? He gets more powerful. We can't let this happen. We can't let this happen. We have to stop that. And just a simple word in the shell. You advise me, I advise you. Don't think it's right to do that. Not your own wife. Come on now. Right then, so any plans to go across to Norway and convert them to Catholicism, as in was our original plan with this series, it seems someone has beat us to the punch. The tribes of Norway have been converted to the Catholic faith. A group of priests sent by the King of Wales. The King of Wales has beat us to it? It looks to me like the King of Wales is becoming the new King Bertmar of England. Mr. Goody Two-Shoes. Taking our ultimate goal away from us, are you? Taking my land away from us, are you? Oh, okay. I've got your number, Sonny Jim. I've got your number. I think I can see a rivalry coming up here. I think I can see a rivalry forming. Oh, I think I can. Yes, indeed. Rival kings. Antagonise him. Let's get this rivalry started. I'll show you. Not that we would actually personally care for that, thinking about it, because it was our, as a player, overriding goal. Does this man care one jot? No, he doesn't. But he does want the Kingdom of Wales. So as a starter, a rivalry wouldn't be too bad for that particular purpose. Let's rile him up. Of course we accept. Brothers in arms we are. Are we going to war here? Yes, we are. Lovely. Now, I'll get there eventually. Of course you do. Right. Yes. We're looking to change the succession. I'll get to changing the law at some point today, I'm sure. King Senra the Festive has accepted a call to arms from Pope Sergius IV, opposing Sultan Hamdan the Wise, due to having pledged to join the... Yeah, we pledged it, but we ain't doing it. Egypt's too far away. We've got wars going on in our own country, and we've just come to the throne. Surely His Holiness will understand that we are in a right old bind here. So in a grand announcement, the Pope declares a crusade for Egypt. It was once part of the core Christian lands, and lords from all across the world gather to fight for in a grand war. Indeed. Deus vult. Let's go to Egypt! In spirit. We're there in spirit. Go forth, men, across the land. We'll back you from the comfort of our throne. It's quite fitting it started when this music was playing. Okay, it looks like we may have beat back this army, which means now we head to Cornwall to truly end this charade. And then we will head up to Perfidwood, and we'll end that war now as well. And that should hopefully also increase our coffers, because we can loot and plunder the castles as we rip them down. And also the victory condition, if we enforce demands, they have to pay us. I'm sure I read that somewhere, that they would pay us. Or maybe I've got that wrong. Could have sworn blind one of them was going to pay us if we beat them. Yeah, oh this one, 132. So it's the Lancastrian War that they would pay us. Who's dead? Me mum's... Oh no! Princess Xena Warrior Princess, she's gone. We actually really liked our mother. She didn't really feature once we kind of took control. She just kind of took a back seat, the old who, you know, bless her. But how old was she? 59. She soldiered on for a little bit longer after the death of her husband. The medieval, what were they called? The medieval open relationship that was Xena and Senrad. Both were seducers, slept around, slept with each other. They just slept with anything that moved. Okay, so quite a few forces raised. Some forces are stuck because they don't have ships. Look at that. Old wound has finally healed, leaving another grotesque scar. Plenty of war wounds to show off at court. Oh yeah, we wear them with pride. Eyeball plucked out, scar down there, scar across nose. Oh yeah, we wear that as a badge of honour, badge of victory. Would have preferred a son, seeing as I'm trying to kill one. Right, yeah. Dueling, fighting on the battlefield, eyeball pops out and scars galore. But look at that, what it does to our personal combat score. 60 personal combat. This man, you don't want to duel him. Trust me. You think, oh, I'll duel him, he's got one eye. His coordination will be all funky. No depth of field. That'll be easy. Oh no. Don't let that fool you. He will probably kill you. I want to duel a load of people. I really do. I want to turn him in. I want to turn him now into this like masterful dueler. He's got this massive personal combat skill. I want to put it to good use. It would be so great if we could duel the King of Wales. We'll see. I don't know if it's possible to duel another ruler. I'm not sure. It would seem rather crazy, but you never know. Right, we have a daughter, Agatha. Good English name. Is it? It must be English. Agatha. Agatha Christie. Yeah. Oh no, we've already got an Agatha. We don't want two Agathas. Bloody hell, you're trying to confuse me. You're trying to flipping confuse me here. Right, we can actually rename children. Once we have named them here, we can actually rename them because of one of the DLCs, I think. So put a name for this child in the comments. I'll pick a name for now. It's a temporary name. Pick a name for our newborn daughter. She's another genius. Why are all our daughters geniuses? She's a genius. She was a genius. She died of rabies. She's now a genius. But when it comes to the boys, they're bloody dunces. And they're scoundrels. Can I not have a genius son? Come on. Gods, what are you doing? Right, let's randomise this. I can't pronounce that. Margaret, that's a good name. I had an auntie called Margaret. Increase council power in England. Why? Why? I saved you from your husband taking your duchy, love. You should be thanking me. Dangerous faction. 160%? You are kidding me. Increase council power. The Chief of Desmond has started it. She's joined it along with my advisor and my cousin. I did say a few episodes ago that them two were a dangerous family unit. Between them they have 4 duchies. They're a dangerous family unit. Several episodes later, we're now seeing the extent of that danger. They have more troop number than we do if they were to force upon us their demands. And us being us, even though we're overmanned, is that a word? Outgunned? Outnumbered? We are not going to be accepting and backing down. Is there anything we can do to dissuade? See, I don't get this, because he is an advisor in our council. So if you're in the council, you shouldn't be able to join factions. So I'm kind of confused. Can we not ask him to stop doing this silliness? Change council position. Request council support. Plot to kill. Buy in favour. Imprison. Okay. King Oswulf is a licentious man with no self-control. He's off crusading, doing God's work. He's a good man. He's got good traits, actually. I think we really shouldn't be going down this line, Zenrad. Hey-ho. He's always running after any sweet face he lays eyes on. Surely denouncing his dissolute behaviour will earn me his hatred, as well as a spear on his reputation. He has got lover's pox, so there may be some truth to this. He does have a... He's also been sleeping with Eflaid of Mercia. That's perhaps how we know. She probably told us when she was sleeping with us. You do know I slept with Oswulf, you know, of Northumberland, or whatever he was Duke of before he ripped the country asunder. Do you now? Well, it's about time I use that to my advantage. Such excesses are unacceptable for a king sleeping around. Look at me and my wife. I wouldn't dream of cheating on her. Yes, of course you wouldn't. Of course you didn't. With your cousin's wife? Okay. King Oswald's response to my attempts to slander him has been extremely polite and reasonable. So much so that it has put me in a difficult position. Why wouldn't he? He's a good man, crusading, and good, you know. He's not the kind to rise to your bait. Okay, it would not be appropriate for me to continue harassing him after such a thoughtful and kind response. Looks like you've been outmanoeuvred, Zenrad. Diplomacy was never your strong point anyway, was it? Not really a charmer. She now seeks to fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of England. Oh, hang on. Hang on here. We haven't even gone 12 months yet. We have not even gone 12 months. First of all, let's end this. 64 gold. That'll do. That'll do very nicely. Let's get up here. Okay. The twists and the turns continue on. For now, she should be... she should be imprisonable. She should be imprisonable. If we so wish. Right, this is actually quite an important decision. She is trying to fabricate a claim on my title, on my kingdom. She is in a faction with my advisor to increase council power. She does like me to some degree, but she's got a funny way of showing it. If I put her in prison, will that end her faction? Will she have to pull out the faction because she's in prison? She can't do anything, surely. This is going to cause a scene. But we're a wrathful man. She's forcing our hand. She's in a powerful position. We need to stamp our authority. She may declare war on us, and if she does she have any allies? You see, this would be a way to separate her from her husband. He wanted to fabricate a claim on her land. I mean, how much does she really like him? Oh God. She's only got 1,600 men, so we can deal with that if she does raise the banners against us. And it'll give us excuse to revoke her titles for being a traitor. Yes, this needs to happen. This could weaken this family unit that I was so worried about. It's now been weakened. She removed her. She's still in the faction. She's still in the faction, but she's in the prison. Awaiting her fate. Okay. Not quite the outcome I was hoping for. Right, so he's in the oubliette. She's for 5 years. What are we going to do with her? We could ransom her and bankrupt her, near enough. But then she's back to square one. Kind of wanted to end the faction. Yeah. Revoke title? No. We've just lost the arbitrary trait. Okay. Oh, she's got cancer. And she's depressed. It's getting rather busy down there, isn't it? We're just keeping her comfortable, Johann. We're just keeping her comfortable whilst we figure out how to punish her for her transgressions. I hope you can understand that you can't go around doing this. You know, plotting and scheming and all that. Now, go about your business and don't do anything silly. She needs to die quite quickly, I feel. I think oh! Yes, she's not... Him alone has got 127%. It's not quite 160 though, so... and most of his men are there. Potentially in the Crusade, although he's got no boats, you see. So I don't think he'll press it whilst he's in the... I don't think he can press it, maybe, whilst he's at war, technically. We'll have to wait and see. By then, hopefully we'll have a bit more strength ourselves, because we do have quite a lot to play with here once we start refreshing properly. Kill him if you want. Save me the job. Right. Shoot Johann the second for England. He now wants to put himself 134%. Oh. Remember when he was in our prison and we showed a little bit of leniency? We showed a little bit of... Well, we've humiliated him on the battlefield, we duelled him, he lost, he was pissing his pants and screaming for his mom. Maybe we should have done more, in hindsight. And if he dares, if he even dares, his world will come crashing down so fast his feet won't touch the ground. Right, another courtier. Not quite as good as the other one. Oh, it's getting a bit dicey. It's getting a bit juicy. You can almost feel it's reaching bubbling point, and it looks like the oubliette might well have done the trick. Might well have done the trick, for Duke Johann of Mercia has inherited his the lands from his mother, who has passed away in the dungeons of King Senred. Oh, so Johann, I'm so sorry. You can see for yourself. She was only in there a couple of weeks. Wasn't a long time at all. She was treated right and she died of cancer. That's what she died of. She died of some illness. Nothing to do with the squalid conditions and the fact that we were feeding her very, very, very little food. No. Nothing like that at all. He's cruel. And he's ambitious. Could be fun. Could be fun. Right, another one bites the dust. Another name to add to the list. Quite the kill count he's got going on. But yeah, you can just feel it brewing. You can just feel it brewing. we did say right at the start when Senrad took power after killing his father, it was going to be Senrad versus Johann. It was going to be inevitable. You can't have two Johannsons of sort of two different lines, two brothers, two sons. So we're cousins, you know, two cousins, patriarchs of the family, really. Very even in power at the time. You can't have them coexisting. It's just not going to end well, is it? There's always going to be this situation that's just occurred now. If he presses this, or even this, I mean, he's not pressing this, technically speaking, it would be him, but if he presses this, I want him to press it. I want him to declare this faction. I want him to come with the ultimatum. I put me on the throne, I'll do a better job than you. If you don't accept, I will raise the banners. I want him to do it. It would be so good. It would just the twist this campaign. I won't say needs because it's had quite a few, but it would just give it that extra bit of spice. Not that we need much more spice, to be honest with you. after the last stream a couple of sessions ago, that was enough spice really for the time being. But this will just cap it off. This will just cap it off. Dear, dear, dear. Okay, let's have a look at the Crusade then, shall we? King Alaric of the Aquitaine. Are you kidding me? Oswulf of Wales is in second position. Oh, he's really trying to... Oh... Yeah, let's keep on antagonising him. Oh, he's Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Look at me. He's another flipping Johann. He's Johann reincarnated. Look at me, Mr. Pope. I've converted Norway. Johann couldn't do that. Look at me, Mr. Pope. I'm crusading to Egypt and I'm one of the forerunners in the fights. Look at me, Mr. Pope. Look at you. Get you, Mr. Ral, high and mighty. Money, you say? No, just technology. But technology means money in the long term, doesn't it? I mean, I'm no expert when it comes to stewardship, but I'm no stupid man. Yeah, it does. Yeah, fine. To have 19 gold. Right, another war done. Another victory. Now the lands are purged of the enemy. People shall be rejoicing. People shall... Duke of Lancaster, I protected you. Protected your lands. You down here, Devon man. No, you. I protected Devon for you, and you sit there slandering me. Don't worry. We're not worried at all. We are not worried. Oh, he's revoking Dorset. Very good. Keep him busy. Keep him out of my hair. Yeah, let's quickly end this, and let's put you there, and let's lick our wounds now properly. Strange noise. Outside, I think. Okay, 6,000 men. Right. I'm going to pause it because I've got something to think about, and I'm wondering whether I should do it at this moment in time given the situation with Johann. We were going to change the succession law, the obligation law to nobles to give us more men. That's going to actually tick them off. It's going to tick off all of our sort of feudal vassals, this. And given that we've got a faction going that's already quite powerful, do we want to give other vassals an excuse to join this at this particular moment in time? I'd suggest not. So we're going to keep that on the back burner, that particular obligation change. The question is, which I'll ask, we'll go until the 1st of January, I think. We're 42 minutes in. If I go on 3 speed, we can probably get another year. Support Aethelfrith of Mercia. No. Johann of Mercia. Aethelfrith is Kent. Supporting him in what? Support Ulf. What, in the council? What are they plotting? Yeah, what are they scheming? What are they doing? There's a lot of shadiness going on. A lot of shady business. We're in January. I think, yeah, we can go. Another 10 minutes 3 speed, another 1 year. Unless loads of things pop up that sort of slow us down. Thanks to my connections, I was able to get in contact with a blackguard hiding in King Oswulf's court. The man assures me that for a reasonable fee, he will be all too willing to undermine Oswulf's authority and sow dissent amongst his subjects. I wish to claim his lands. On his counties. I don't want his counties, mate. I want his kingdom. I'm not interested in that, and especially not for 450 gold. Sow dissent amongst his men for 50 gold. Cause unrest in his realm. We can spare 50. Cause unrest. Rile up subjects. See, I don't think this is going to be enough. If we have a look at, let's have a look at his vassal opinions first, because if they all love him, to no amount of dissent really is going to cause too much. I mean, there's a couple there, including my brother, who's got now a rather interesting headgear on. Apart from these two, all the others have got very high opinions of him. And why wouldn't you? I mean, look at him. He is almost like a bloody Johann reincarnated. Not quite as great, but look at it. So I don't think, yeah, sowing dissent or causing unrest, don't think it's going to wash. No. Try something else. Is he, oh, he's slipped down a little bit now. The Grand Prince Arpad of Hungary. Doing a sterling effort. Alaric of Aquitaine still up there. That's good. And 88% in our favour. Very good. Very good indeed. And our keep has been built in Stamford Bridge. And we've got a fair pot of coin. So we'll bear that in mind. Ooh. Okay, arranged betrothal. It seems that my sister is now ready to marry this guy who's come of age. I can't pronounce that name. Don't even ask me to try. But it's the son of the usurper king. No, pardon me. Usurper emperor that our father put. Was it our father or was it Johann? Who put him on the throne? Was it Senrid? I've completely forgotten who put him on the throne. No, it must have been Johann. Senrid wasn't quite as hell-bent on religious affairs further afield. It must have been Johann. Yeah, anyway, so he's had a son. He's the heir. Future emperor. She could be an empress. Our sister. Why not? And off ship tots. Look at that, Scotland. Trying but failing to muster the men. I mean, look at this map. Look at the men all over. The Germans fighting. Oh, Aquitaine's taken a little bit of land down here. Navarra, Barcelona, just maybe slightly pushing the Umayyad back a tiny smidgen. I mean, they're not exactly struggling at the minute, are they? Quite the frightening force. Byzantines creeping up Italy. Bulgaria is fairly hefty, but only 7,000 men. Pechenegs are up there. Ruthenia. Denmark got a little bit of land over here. Germany with a little outlier land there. Prussia, Poland, Bohemia, Hungary. Doing well in the Crusade. Still doing well? Yeah. Got some other lands here. A bit of French land up there. Okay. And of course, Cola. Spreading well. Still waiting for rum to appear. troops? I thought we were moving. Bloody hellfire. Right. Let's see what transpires. It's one of those situations where we're just waiting now. We're just waiting to see what the game throws at us. No. He's my bloody commander, you fool. Smallpox has broken out in York. Oh no. Johannson has had a splint mail armour added to their treasury. I think I might have done this wrong. I'm thinking I might have done this wrong, you know. I don't know. I'm not an expert in these Crusades. I think what we should have done, I think we should have perhaps, because I know we were forced into the Crusade, but we didn't raise any crusading troops. Everybody was raising troops. All these blue troops, allied troops, were all raised. Johann had some troops raised on the map. Didn't seem to be going anywhere with them because he didn't have any ships. But even so, he's still got some items. He's got the splint mail added to the treasury and an axe. And we, King Ossulf has got an axe as well. I mean, he actually took active part. We didn't get anything, of course, because we didn't do anything. But could we have raised the troops officially, got them raised as if we were going to go somewhere, and then just sat there like Johann did? I'm thinking we might have done that a little bit wrong. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So yes, victory in the Crusade. Let's see who has benefited from this victory. So there you go, Catholic now. King Arpad himself, I think, has taken it. Yes? No? King Arpad. So who's the king of Hungary? Oh shoot! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so it's one of his relations. He looks like he's ready to pop his clogs. He looks quite old, doesn't he? Look at that. 63. 17,000 men. That's quite a powerful kingdom. Just like that. Bing! I've got 17,000 men just given to me. Bring it on, Muslims. I'm here. I'm ready. Come on. Have a go. Have a pop if you think you're hard enough. Says the Hungarian man. Right. Yes, there was a breakout of smallpox that has now spread to Leeds, and we have become ill because we haven't acted quick enough. Don't worry, this is a family trait, smallpox. It's like chicken pox. Oh, damn. Right, we're gonna lock ourselves away at this point. It's a bit late now, but hey, we do have family members that we do not wish to die, particularly our son. So now that we are here, we have no diplomacy to lose. It's time for us to lock the gates. It's too late for us, but it might not be too late for others. Although if we start having to eat rats again, we may open them. Yeah, family trait. My father got smallpox, I'm almost certain. My grandfather got smallpox. Kids all got it. You know, and every single one of them pulled through. Our family has an anti-smallpox, you know, running through our veins. We've got a naturally inbuilt immunity to it. Well, not immunity because we're catching it, but you know, we get it and then we recover. Mild dose. Oh, my court chaplain has secluded himself, who is also our physician. Yeah, just seclude yourself in my room and continue to leech me, thank you. So I am a man of military, so therefore sort the castle out, thank you. Seek treatment for illness? Yes. Give me treatment. Follow my instructions, says our court physician. That we will. Sleep sitting upright for days. He knows what he's talking about. Okay. In fact, I'll tell you what, I won't even sleep. I'll just sit here. Like this. People bring me food. I mean, obviously I have to sleep eventually, but I'll just try. I'll power through. I'll keep my eyes open. I'll power through. Lesions are appearing on our face, spreading across our body, filled with pus. These blisters. We have definitely got smallpox. Don't worry about it. We've got inbuilt family trait. Yes, but you're also depressed, which is not good for your health. Don't worry about it. I'm a man with one eye. I've got scars all over my face. I've seen battle. I've got command. I'm a strong man. No disease is beating me. No chance. Treatment. You want treatment? Yes, just give me regular treatment. We don't need anything too extravagant because we've got inbuilt natural immunity. You know, resistance to it. Pregnant sow urine. Yep, more positive treatment. Yep. Good old sow urine. Very good for curing. Oh, look who's come of age! You little brat. Oh, and he wants a place on the council now because he's a powerful vassal. Yeah, of course you do. Well, I don't think you're suitable. But he's joined his father's cause, it seems. And now they have a 114% chance. Like father, like son. Johann and Johann. Who are you? Ladina of Leeds. Zavina. She has pigtails, but I don't think she was a lover of Senrid. I don't think so. Yeah. Do as you must. Right, Godwine, my darling child. Oh, diplomatic would be very good. But we aren't diplomatic when it comes to teaching diplomacy. We know only one thing. That's fighting. Battle prowess. Dueling prowess. We would teach him to take things by force. For if you take something by force, then people will understand that they can't take it from you because you're too strong for them. What is happening now? Sigurd Bjorn Wolfson is suffering. Who is he? Throw him out? He's ill. He's spreading it. He's spreading this nasty disease. He's got lesions. Oh my God. He could... No, throw him out. Throw him away. Throw him away. Do not want to have my children put at unnecessary risk with too many people wandering these here halls with this foul disease. I am in isolation, you see, on my throne, sat there still. I'm not spreading it anywhere. So I'm fine. But anybody else in this, no, out they go. And now Estonia has converted. You need to bother me with news that one county is converted to Christendom? Come on now. So this outbreak of smallpox actually originated in York, of all places. Perhaps we should punish this. Oh, he's gone a bit fat. Look at that. Put a bit of timber on. Perhaps being secluded will help matters. 860 gold. We're going to have to spend that. Uh-oh. This. I've noticed that neither you nor your troops have partaken in the crusade you pledged to join. I am disgusted that you would dare to lie about something like this and expect your troops to show up soon. It's alright. It's the worst it can do to us. Excommunicate us? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Renewed jihad. Where are they going? An era of renewed jihad is upon the world. Okay. I don't think there's a jihad at the moment. I think this just might be the unlocking of jihads. Okay, he's taken that county. And now we have the Bektashi Order. Bektashis train the soul through meditation and contemplation of inner meaning of the Quran. The Bektashi order is, I think these must be very similar to to our holy orders. Okay, stop, hold. Right, so we have a fair bit of coin that we might want to spend. Also, we have an irksome cousin that we might want to do something about. 123% is the faction power. All wars are now finished. We can't get a coronation just yet because I think we're still classed as in a war because of this German situation. But as soon as that ends, we shall be getting coronated. But yes, what do we do about our cousin? He's trying to take my title from me. Not in a plot, but it's not far off a faction. A faction. And his dastardly son, who's come of age, is joining him. And he wants to become King of England, does he? Oh, we'll see about that, mister. Until next time, if you've got any comments, please feel free to leave them. See you soon. Bloody Johans. We'll show them.